Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about the whole Swizz Beatz and Drake drama that's been going on social media this past couple weeks. Well, this past week, like around a week ago, maybe 6 7 days ago. It's been kind of recent. So basically, Swizz Beatz has been kind of wilding out lately. He's been kind of balling out. He's been in some social media drama. He's just been kind of messy, up in some stuff recently. He's been kind of controversial. I started to think that he's kind of doing this stuff for attention. This kind of all started like a couple weeks ago on May 18th, I think. And this is when he was in a live stream with Usher. And he was in a live stream with Usher, and he decided to randomly bring up the situation, debate about like Lil Kim versus Nicki Minaj, whether Nicki Minaj was a product of Lil Kim. You know, that whole like drama that happened like a few weeks ago. Like it was like a little while ago, but basically it died down. But he decided to bring it back up again and kind of like stir it back up. You know what I'm saying? And they both started talking about it again.
And I see a lot of Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown. Then I see Lil Kim. But then I see Lil Kim versus Nicki.
Ooh.
I see a lot of that.
Yeah, but you know that's Nicki is a
You
product.
hold up. You already trending on Twitter right now. By the way, it's the versus effect, King. That's just trending on Twitter. See, this is special, man. This is fun.
Yeah.
Maxwell versus D'Angelo.
And so he's just been, it was just kind of unnecessary. He really didn't need to do that, but he's just been kind of like just a little bit petty. And so basically after the situation, a lot of the barbs that came at him, like Nicki Minaj's fans, a lot of them have came to Usher and Swizz Beatz. A lot of drama has been surrounding like that. It was kind of controversial. So that was like a couple weeks ago on May 18th. Or maybe like a few weeks ago, but now he's gotten himself into another situation because apparently this is like maybe like a week ago or so. Swizz Beatz and Drake's song collab has been leaked. So this song has leaked on social media, and a lot of people had gotten the reach of it and I heard it. I heard like a part of it. I don't know. I'm not really really a big fan of it. It's like okay. It just sounds kind of old to me. From what I heard, it doesn't really sound all that, but I mean, it's okay, I guess. I haven't even heard the whole full song, but the snippet that I did hear was okay. It kind of reminded me of like a throwback song. But basically, because of the fact that their song leaked, I don't know who leaked it or what happened for it to leak, but somehow the video had leaked, like of the song, a snippet of the song had leaked. And so that was kind of like a big story. And then after that, Swizz Beatz came into a live stream with Murder Rhymes. Is that his name? Hold on. I'm about to fact check this. Hold on. Okay, so basically it was Busta Rhymes and Swizz Beatz that have gone to a live stream. I said Monster Rhymes, but I meant to say Busta Rhymes. I don't know. His name's just kind of forgettable to me. But anyway, so they were on a live stream and they basically talked about the situation. They both were kind of irritated that their song with Drake kind of leaked out, and basically they kind of like what they was like talking about in the live stream. They ended up kind of like going off on Drake and started calling him a pussy. They was calling him the P word, and they were saying a whole bunch of other crazy stuff about him. They was just kind of like ranting and stuff. They was kind of saying like a lot of like out of pocket stuff about the person that they were collaborating with, and they was just kind of like just going off on him for kind of like just because they was mad about the song leak, and they just kind of like were just saying some kind of shady stuff in their live stream about him and about other people and stuff. It was crazy. So I'm just gonna show y'all a snippet of this live stream, and then I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
A shower filter is burnt. That's all. I just want to give you the fullness on the understanding.
But at the end of the day, niggas is pussy for real. What's up? Pop off. Let's go.
Niggas is pussy for real. What's up? Pop off. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys just saw that snippet of the live stream, and personally, my opinion is that I don't really feel like this had to be something for them to post publicly. I don't know why they would be talking about this on the live stream. If anything, they should be talking about this something in private. Like, this is kitchen table talk. Like, they don't like talk about this in public and we're with millions of people. Like, you know, I just feel like that was kind of like unnecessary. I feel like it was kind of like messy and just it was just kind of petty, like what they were, and kind of like shady. Honestly, it was kind of shady how they were like saying so many things about the person they were collaborating with in the song, just because they were mad the song had leaked. And I feel like if they were going to talk about Drake, then they should have been talking about it. Not in public for everybody to see until I repost it, reshare, and other stuff. I feel like that was very unnecessary, and I just feel like that was just kind of messy and just petty. If anything, they should just talk about this in private. At least it should just be kitchen table talk. If they are going to say some shady stuff about Drake and about just be talking about him in general. So yeah, I also feel like it's kind of weird how they were talking about him at all and saying like bad things about him at all, because he is literally the person that they're collaborating with, and so I don't really feel like they have something to say about him at all, because if you feel like he's a pussy and all this other stuff, then why are you collaborating with him? Why are you making a song with him? So that's just my personal opinion. Like, yeah, I just didn't really get it. So he's just been kind of like just starting some stuff, just wrapping himself in some drama for kind of like no reason. So yeah, basically out of this situation, he has like made an apology or whatever. So I'm gonna shut this apology, and then I'm gonna come back again. So
Father's Day, happy Father's Day, blessings to everybody on this amazing Father's Day. Man, I want to address my actions on Zone Radio last night, man. You know, mainly because I was in the wrong space, I was in the wrong energy, you know, and I hate that my kids and other people got to see me be on that side. I was a little nice, I was a little excited. You know, I definitely spoke on some things that I definitely shouldn't have spoke on. You know what I'm saying? Although I might feel a certain way about a certain person and different things like that, as a G, I'm man enough to say that, you know, I did that on the wrong platform, and I wasn't supposed to do that like that, because I wouldn't respect somebody else if they did that like that. You understand? But anyways, happy Father's Day to everybody.
okay, guys, y'all just saw his apology, and personally, I feel like it's good that he apologized and he actually spoke about the situation instead of just like not saying anything. Like when people were talking about it and stuff, it's good that he addressed it, and it's good that he apologized. But one of the main takeaways from his apology, I guess, was the fact that what they were talking about Drake, that was like private that was like private conversation to have, which it was, and they should not be like talking about it publicly. And if they are going to talk about it, it should be like, you know, like kitchen table talk or just like a private conversation, which is true. It was kind of like weird to just like post it publicly. That should have been something private, like a private conversation. It was very unnecessary to post it publicly. I just feel like that was kind of like messy. But so yeah, I do agree with that. So that was like one of the main takeaways, I guess, from his apology that was there, about like not like talking about people publicly, because that can be disrespectful and shady, you know, all that other stuff. And so, but my thing is that it's just kind of weird the fact that they're like talking about him at all. Like, even if they were talking about him in private and they weren't talking about him in public on IG Live, nobody would have known about this and none of this would have happened. I still feel like it would be weird for them to be like ranting about him in general and calling him a pussy and all this stuff in general. If he is literally working with them with a song, they are collaborating with each other. So why would they have all these like bad things to say about him, all this shitty stuff to say about him? Like, if you feel that way about Drake, like that he's a pussy and stuff, why are you even working with him? So that's just my opinion. So like, why are you even talking about him in general? Like, and I think the reason why they were talking about him was because they was just mad about like the fact that their song leaked, so they was kind of like ranting and stuff. But like the thing is that like it is not Drake that is responsible for his song leaking, you know? And so I feel like we're taking that energy out on the wrong person. I feel like you were like ranting about the wrong person. So you were like ranting about the person that you were making a collab with for no reason. Like, I get that you were probably upset about the fact that the song leaked, so you probably just like ranting and stuff, end up talking about Drake. But it's just kind of like, why though? Like, he's not responsible for the song leaking, and so why do you have to bring up Drake in your like rant and say all this bad stuff about him? So that's just kind of like, it was just very shady to me, and it was just kind of like off, kind of like fakeish, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're collaborating with him, it wouldn't seem like you have all this like bad stuff to say about him, be thinking this bad about him if y'all like working together on like collab and stuff. Like, just because y'all song leak doesn't mean that it's his fault the song leak, and doesn't mean that you should be ranting about him publicly. And even if it's private, it's still just kind of like shady to me. So yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of like off to me. Like, I don't know. It's like, Like, cause I feel like if you had all this like negative stuff to say about him private or in public, like it's like why would you be collaborating with him, be working with him, and stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it kind of seemed like he was like showing kind of like his true colors because he was mad. You know, maybe he was just making this collab with him for attention, but maybe he doesn't like really care for Drake like that. Maybe he doesn't really respect them like that. I don't know, but I get that they were just mad about the song, and so they probably like weren't. It probably like didn't really mean it like that, but they probably didn't really feel that badly about Drake. But they was just kind of like ranting. They was just kind of saying some out of pocket stuff. Maybe that could also be a possibility. They kind of just could have been mad and just said some, you know, just stuff just because. But it could have not even really meant it. They could have not really like even meant it like that. So that could also be the case, but I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like I just have to give Swiss Beats kind of like the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Like even with this apology, I just kind of have to give him the side eye. But like I said, it could have just been, even though it wasn't Drake's fault that the song leaked. You know, maybe they still could have just been ranting this as some out of pocket stuff, but not really meant it like that. They could have just been mad. You know, they could have like just been talking about the wrong person at the wrong time. You know, at the wrong place on IG Live. You know what I'm saying? So it could not really be that serious. You know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like for now, we're just gonna have to give him the side eye. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how I feel about this. You know, I feel like if it was sincere and he really did feel that way and he wasn't just like ranting, just saying stuff that he didn't really mean, it's kind of like why you're collaborating with him. But if he was just, you know, just saying stuff they didn't really mean because he was mad, I kind of get that as well. But at the same time, though, like it wasn't Drake's fault that the song had leaks for you to be ranting about him specifically in your like little rant. But they was just kind of like talking though. This was kind of talk about like anything. So I still kind of get it. Like I still kind of like see that. So I guess it still wouldn't really be a big deal anyway. I try to see both sides of this, but it's like I don't know like I don't know like the true meanings behind what he said. I don't feel the true, like, you know, the true intentions behind what he did. You know, maybe Drake and Swizz Beatz can resolve this, and maybe all this can be, you know, died down. I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion on it. I think in general, it's not really a huge deal whether Swizz Beatz really felt that way or not. While all this was happening, while all this was burning down when he said that stuff, Drake was actually like spending the weekend in I think France or Paris or someplace like that with his son, or I think it's in London, or I don't know, somewhere with his son. Some type of like foreign place, and they were like, you know, hanging out. It was like spending time together. So Drake wasn't really in this situation at all. It was kind of like his team, you know, like clapping back at Swizz Beatz and everybody yelled. And they weren't really too happy with what Swizz Beatz was saying. But it was kind of like going off on each other, you know, going back and forth, you know, that type of thing. And so it's just very interesting to see like how the situation will play out. You know, how will this go further? Will Drake actually speak on the situation? Will they, you know, like make up? Will this get resolved? Will their song actually come out? You know, will their song actually get canceled and not actually come out if they're in some type of feud? That's just my questions. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, bye.